Today I'm boarding Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas, one of the largest cruise ships in the world. Over the next 3 days, I'll take you along as I travel to the Bahamas. I'll share with you what the experience is like on board, from our balcony cabin to the included dining and all of the facilities on board. With maximum space for nearly 7,000 passengers, a water park, aqua theater, a central park with gardens, and even an ice skating rink. Plus a visit to Royal Caribbean's private island with a water park and the adults-only Hideaway Beach Club. But with only 3 nights, was this ship just too big to truly enjoy? Let's dive right in and start our adventure in Florida. Good morning, welcome to Port of Miami, where I'm about to jump on Wonder of the Seas. I've only got 3 days to see it all, so let's waste no more time and just get right on board. First, we'll complete our check-in at Royal Caribbean's beautiful cruise terminal here in Miami. After a quick scan of our passports, we'll then pass through security. With that all sorted, we were on our way, and I am very excited to get my first close-up views of this giant ship. As I walk the gangway, I start to grasp just how huge this ship is, and I cannot wait to explore her with you. She's a very large cruise ship, part of the Oasis class of ships from Royal Caribbean. Launched in 2022, the Wonder of the Seas was the largest cruise ship at the time, only recently surpassed by the Icon class of ships, also by Royal Caribbean. Wonder has a length of 1,188 feet, about the length of 3 football fields, and a maximum capacity for nearly 7,000 passengers and 2,300 crew members. Stepping on board, we make our way onto deck number 5 and into the Royal Promenade. We immediately start to get a sense for how massive this ship actually is. As usual, something magical happens in my brain and all the cares in the world melt away as I get excited to set sail. After a quick check-in at our assembly station, it was time for a quick lunch. We decided to hit up the Central Park Cafe, which is one of the complimentary restaurants on Deck 8 in the Central Park neighborhood. Here you'll find a number of easy grab-and-go options for both breakfast and lunch. I opted for a roasted turkey wrap and this cute little carrot cake, and in my opinion, both were quite good. With that out of the way, let's head up to our cabin. Welcome aboard Wonder of the Seas, but more importantly, welcome back my good friend Justin. He joined me on the last trip on the NCL Bliss, and he liked it so much he decided to come along again. It's only been a couple hours. What do we think so far?
It is a really awesome ship. I'm excited to keep exploring, see what all there is.
But yeah. I'm excited. It's going to be a challenge, but it should be a lot of fun. Moving right along, let's unpack. Even on these short trips, I like to unpack my suitcase and banish it under the bed. Let's take our first looks around our cabin. This is cabin 8292, an ocean view balcony cabin on the port side. Moving into the living area, there's a king-size bed, a comfy sofa, ample storage, a small mini fridge, and a nice sized balcony. Also, there's a fairly standard bathroom with a decent shower space. The bathroom is quite a lot smaller than the last cruise we took on the Norwegian Bliss, where we got to enjoy the club balcony suite, but I think it'll work for this trip. There's certainly more to see, but as we're about to depart, let's enjoy the Sailaway celebration. The crew makes their final preparations, and the lines are brought in. Just like that, we're off, bound for the Caribbean. Where exactly are we going? We'll be heading first to CocoCay, Royal Caribbean's private island, and then to Nassau, Bahamas, before returning to our home port of Miami. It's definitely a lot to pack into such a short trip, but I'm very excited to explore it all with you. To get a better view of the Sailaway, we headed up to the pool decks on decks 15 and 16, where the party was already well underway. Up here, you can find a number of places to grab a drink and take in the views. Now that we're well on our way and evening is already upon us, it's time to find a good cocktail and get our first glimpses of the various parts of this giant ship. I've booked us into one of the specialty restaurants on board, so we better get changed into something a little more dinner appropriate. Royal Caribbean doesn't have a strict dress code on board, though they may frown upon shorts at dinner in many of the specialty restaurants. It's time to get the night started, and the best way to do that is with some pre-dinner drinks. We've decided to start our night out on Deck 8 at the Trellis Bar, located amongst the gardens in Central Park. Since this is a shorter cruise, we've opted to only pre-purchase the standard refreshment package, which includes sodas from the freestyle soda machines, bottled waters, juices, smoothies, specialty coffees, shakes, and non-alcoholic spirits. It also includes this snazzy souvenir cup we could take with us to get refilled around the ship. Cocktails generally cost about $14 plus gratuities. Sipping on our cocktails, we started to get a sense for how much there was to see and do. We were definitely excited to see it all. Hearing our stomachs growl, we headed off to our dinner reservations in 150 Central Park, conveniently located right here in Central Park. Serving upscale, contemporary American cuisine in an elegant atmosphere, the space is welcoming and feels very special and upscale. Kicking the night off, I started with the Urban Garden cocktail, made tableside. Highly recommended. For dinner, we both started with the roasted pumpkin soup. I then tried the honey scallops. Justin opted for the braised short ribs, all of which was very good. For our mains, I chose the lobster thermidor, which was excellent. Justin went with the lamb Wellington, which he said was seasoned beautifully. For dessert, we shared the fried cheesecake and the chocolate peanut butter tart. Both were quite good, but the chocolate peanut butter tart was the star in my opinion. With dinner at an end, it's time for our late night walk before heading back up to the room to relax. We've got a busy day tomorrow, and we'll take some time later exploring this amazing ship. But for now, it's time to grab the PJs and say good night. Good morning and welcome to Perfect Day at CocoCay. We've got a lot planned today, so let's just get off the ship and get going. Our plan today is to hit up the Thrill Waterpark this morning and then head over to Hideaway Beach. Both are upcharges, so be sure to reserve them before your cruise. We're starting the day here at Thrill Waterpark. After a quick scan of our cruise cards, we're on our way. At the entrance, you'll find free lockers, a charging station for your electronics, along with changing and bathroom facilities and showers. Towels are provided here, so you don't have to worry about bringing them with you from the ship. Pro tip from me, get here early to avoid the crowds and to get prime choice of your beach chair. There's a large wave pool and a splash pool for climbing over obstacles and swinging from ropes. There are several areas to pick from when selecting your beach chair, so you can get the best spot for you and your family. Also, you'll find a number of cabanas that are available here, and their rental charge includes admission to the water park for up to 6 guests. The paths are paved, and it makes it a little easier to get around for anyone with any type of mobility issue. Now, let's talk about those water slides. First, you'll see Daredevil's Tower, and you can't miss it. Here, you'll find 7 single rider slides of various heights, ranging from slow and easy to drop slides, and the tallest slide in the Caribbean at 135 feet. You'll definitely get your steps in climbing up and down this tower, but it is worth it. Across the way, you'll find Splash Summit, sporting several group rider options that include single and double inner tube slides. Or you can try the racing slide for you and up to 3 other friends. When you've had your fill of thrills, head over to the snack shack for some lunch. And for the adults, there's plenty of bars here to keep your liquid needs met. Your drink package from the ship will work here as well. Thoroughly thrilled out, we're ready to relax. And to do so, we're headed to Hideaway Beach. This is the private adults only area of the island. It's about a 10-minute walk to the entrance, or you can take the shuttle. Here you'll find live music, games, a DJ and swim-up pool bar, upgraded food options, and lots of places to relax. The far end of the beach is the quietest if you're looking to get away from all of the noise. This is a high-energy party atmosphere, so come prepared to let your hair down and have a good time. Back on board, it's time to enjoy the Sailaway and think about dinner. Tonight, we're hitting up the main dining room, which spans from decks 3 to 5. The space feels grand but inviting. We both opted to start with one of the many alcohol-free drink options on the menu. This one was called the Blueberry Mojito, and it was surprisingly good. Tonight's dinner theme is Italian. For starters, we both opted for the Caesar salad. Then shared the beef carpaccio and the arancini. All were delicious. For mains, I went with the chicken parmesan, which I definitely enjoyed, and Justin had the lasagna al forno, which was quite good. Moving on to dessert, Justin treated himself to his favorite tiramisu, and I went with the chocolate hazelnut cake. Both hit the spot. Overall, it was a very pleasant meal. With dinner at an end, it was time to grab a nightcap at the Schooner Bar before heading off to bed. We've got a lot of exploring to do tomorrow. Good morning. I slept great. Let's get the day going. We have lots to do today, but first, it's time for coffee. With no coffee maker in the cabin, we need to head out to the Royal Promenade on deck 5. Here we find one of several main coffee spots on board, the Cafe Promenade. Your favorite coffees and some limited complimentary breakfast items are available for order here. You'll find both complimentary coffee and tea here, along with specialty coffees that are included in the various drink packages. Fully caffeinated, let's start our ship exploration. There's a lot to see on a ship like this, so we're going to head down to deck 4 and explore all of the places we have yet to see. Kicking off deck 4 is the Casino Royale. Here you'll find every kind of game you may want to try your luck at. Heading through the art gallery, you'll also find the smaller non-smoking section of the casino. Nearby is Studio B. This is a multi-use space hosting ice skating shows and other various activities, including the Crazy Quest game. I'm still not sure what was happening. Next is the Attic. This is a cozy space where they host various comedy and musical acts, along with games and other activities. All the way forward is the Royal Theater. This spans multiple decks and is a beautiful space, home to several musical shows and comedians. Rounding out Deck 4 is Izumi, a specialty restaurant with an additional charge focused on sushi and hibachi. Heading on up to Deck 5, you'll find the Royal Promenade, lined with several shops of various kinds and a number of eating and drinking venues. First off is the Spotlight Karaoke. It's a fun, vibrant space where you can show off your skills. Also, if you've purchased a drink package, come here on the first day of your cruise to pick up your souvenir soda mug to use at the various machines around the ship. In the promenade is Starbucks, serving your favorite coffees and pastries. Keep in mind, coffees purchased here may or may not be included in your drink package. Nearby is Boleros, a Latin-themed club with live entertainment in the evening and a great cocktail menu. Further along is Cask and Clipper. Sporting a British pub theme, it's a great place to grab a beer and sing along with your fellow passengers. Directly across is Sorrento's, Royal Caribbean's pizza place. This is a popular place to be late at night, and the pizza is always hot and fresh. In the middle of the action, you'll find the Rising Tide Bar. It raises and lowers about every 30 minutes, so grab a drink and do some people watching. Next, we have the Bionic Bar. It's a place to watch robots craft your favorite cocktails. Drinks ordered here are included in your drinks package. Also on this deck, you'll find the next cruise desk and guest services. Heading up to Deck 6, here you'll find the Vitality Spa and Fitness Center. At the entrance is the Vitality Cafe. This serves quick grab-and-go items and is a great alternative for breakfast and coffee. Further in is the Salon. Next is the Fitness Center. Here you'll find everything you need to work off that extra plate of dessert the night before. Heading down a deck, you'll find the spa facilities, including treatment rooms and thermal loungers. You can book services on the app ahead of time or once you get on board. We were at the Schooner Bar last night, and it's a cozy space with live music and great views of the promenade below. Also in this area, you'll find the Loyalty Desk, Shore Excursions Desk, the Internet Desk, and the Photo Gallery. The aft portion of Deck 6 is the Boardwalk neighborhood. Here you'll find the carousel, some shopping, and a place for the kids to go climbing. Nearby is the Boardwalk Doghouse, which serves hot dogs and sausages throughout the day. Next door is Sugar Beach, a great place to stop and grab a bag of candy. Across deck is Playmakers. This is a great space to play some drinking games and catch your favorite team playing on the numerous TVs around the bar. Back outside, you'll find the landing zone for the ultimate abyss, a 10-story dry slide, one of the tallest at sea, offering a near-vertical multi-sensory plunge from Deck 16 down to the boardwalk on Deck 6. Johnny Rockets is a complimentary breakfast venue in the morning and then turns into a specialty restaurant for lunch. Here you can get hamburgers and shakes. At the aft of Deck 6 is the AquaTheater. Here you can watch the intense aqua show. This is a high-energy diving and acrobatics production and one of the best shows I've ever seen on a cruise ship. Do not miss it. Reserve your seats ahead of time in the app or get here early to make sure you have the best views. If you sit up front, you will get wet. From Deck 6, you can see up to the rock climbing wall on Deck 7. Brave the heights and get a workout at the same time. Moving on up to Deck 8, we've already spent a bit of time here in the Central Park area, but also included here is Chop's Grill, a cozy specialty restaurant focused on steaks and other cuts of meat. You can also grab a table in the heated outdoor area as well. We previously spent some time at the Trellis Bar, the Park Cafe, and 150 Central Park earlier in our trip. Finally, in Central Park is also Giovanni's Italian Kitchen and Wine Bar. This is another specialty restaurant on board that specializes in family-style traditional Italian food and wine. Outside of Central Park on Deck 8, you'll find the Music Hall. This venue hosts various musical acts, game shows, and there's a couple of bars. Jumping all the way up to Deck 12, here you find Wonderland. This is a specialty restaurant focused on creative cuisine in a whimsical atmosphere designed to feel like Alice in Wonderland. Up on Deck 14 is the Card Room. where you can get away to a quiet space to play some games or read a book. At some point, the sheer number of venues start to blur together, which really says everything about the scale of this ship. For now, I think it's time to take a little break and grab some brunch. We'll head up to the Windjammer up on deck 15. The Windjammer is a true cruise-style buffet. Food quality was above average in my opinion, and the crowd experience was pretty high. My tip, finding seats at the buffet for lunch on a sea day can be a bit chaotic, but you can often find some additional seating in the mason jar nearby. Spanning decks 15 and 16 is the Solarium. It's an adults-only area that is a great chill space with various whirlpools, plunge pools, bars, and plenty of space to relax. Here you'll also find the Solarium Bistro, serving food throughout the day. With the warmth of the day heating up, let's head out to the pool decks. For the kids, there's the Splashaway Bay, with lots of ways to splash around and have a good time. The pool areas span both decks 15 and 16, with multiple pools and hot tubs, and more than enough deck chairs to find your favorite spot. As I mentioned before, near the Windjammer is the Mason Jar. It's another specialty restaurant serving Southern cuisine in a rustic atmosphere. This is one of the few dining areas on board with views of the ocean. Spanning decks 15, 16, and 17 are the Supercell, Cyclone, and Typhoon water slides. If you've reserved a casita for the day, head here to Lime and Coconut on deck 16 to reserve your spot. Further into deck 16, we'll head into the Sports Zone. Here you'll find the sports court where you can take part in any number of pickup games or organized activities. Nearby is Wonder Dunes, the mini golf area to challenge your friends and family. Near the aft is the Wonder Playscape, where the kids can climb and play and work off some of that energy. Also back here is the Wipeout Bar. And you'll find the FlowRider. This is a free activity, but you can also reserve private lessons for a fee. If you aren't brave enough to try it yourself, at least stop by and watch a few wipeouts. Also here you can find the Zipline that you can take from one side of the ship to the other. Back in the middle of the ship, you'll find the arcade with a number of fun games. You'll use your SeaPass to scan and play. Nearby is Unboxed. This is a vending machine convenience store with snacks and other items you might need on your trip. Around the corner is El Loco Fresh, serving tacos and burritos throughout the day. It's a great space to grab a quick bite and enjoy the fresh air. Finally, at the front of the ship is Hooked Seafood, another specialty restaurant on board Wonder of the Seas. This space specializes in seafood. Try the clam chowder, it was excellent. That was certainly a lot to see, but we've just arrived into Nassau, so it's time to head out and do some exploring. Before we finish our trip, let's talk about the cost. For the two of us in our ocean view balcony for 3 days, we paid $480 per person, not including airfare, specialty dining, and the drink package. So the question remains, was 3 nights enough? Honestly, it gave us a great taste, but this ship deserves more time, and I'm hoping to get back on board again sometime in the future. Still, if you're looking for a fun, high-energy, short getaway, Wonder of the Seas absolutely delivers.
So welcome to Nassau. Unfortunately, this does mark the end of our trip here on Wonder of the Seas. What do you think? How did it go?
It was a big ship, great ship. We had a short amount of time, but I think we got it done. Thanks for inviting me. It was a good time.
I agree. It was a lot to see, but I think we did it. We had a lot of fun, and thank you for watching. We'll see you all on board again soon. Bye.